So how did that case end? Well, we reported on that also. The woman accusing Brown of domestic violence later called for all charges against him to be dropped. Okay, sorry, it's just so fun to show some of the retro clips, and that background shows those clips are ancient. I looked blue. On to today. Antonio Brown, he's still on the run at the time of this recording, but we do have that arrest warrant that we promised. So here's what happened. I'm taking you back now to May 16th. We're in Miami, the Little Haiti neighborhood, and there was a celebrity boxing event. It was hosted by streamer Aiden Ross. So it's about 11:56 p.m. now, and officers get a call for shots fired. So they're dispatched to this area. A Florida Highway Patrol officer gets there, and right away, multiple people come up to him and are like, hey, we've heard gunshots, they're outside, and there's actually video of all of this too that has been circulating for almost a month at this point, so let's show you some.
Yo! Oh, not over here, not over here, not over here. No! I just got smushed. Someone clip that, please.
Now, this part is straight from the arrest warrant. Lieutenant Camacho exited the building and observed Mr. Brown engaged in a physical altercation with an unidentified male in front of 221 Northeast 67th Street. Lieutenant Camacho issued loud verbal commands for both individuals to stop, which they did. Mr. Brown then began walking toward the parking lot of the building. Lieutenant Camacho stated that several patrons from the event identified Mr. Brown as the shooter and informed him that Mr. Brown was armed. Mr. Brown was detained in the parking lot and patted down for officer safety. At the time of detention, Mr. Brown was not armed. So as far as that detention, him being put in handcuffs, there's actually video of that too that circulated. So here's a clip.
Hey, don't let no one else in the gate. Hey.
According to the arrest report, there were no victims on the scene, but they did find 2 spent shell casings and an empty firearm holster, and the clip had been ripped off. Back to the report. Due to the absence of identified victims at the time, Mr. Brown was released. Now, investigators after this started collecting videos, and eventually they started interviewing people, including the victim, a man by the name of Zulkarnain Kwame Nantambo. He told investigators that at first Brown is the one who hit him with a closed fist, so, punched him. Then this fight began, and others started attacking Nantambo. The fight continued briefly until several security staff members, including Eric Bauer, herein referred to as Mr. Bauer, intervened. Mr. Nantambo was then seen walking away from Mr. Brown and exiting the enclosed parking area. Mr. Brown was observed struggling with Mr. Bauer around and behind a parked white SUV. As Mr. Brown and Mr. Bauer get to the driver's side of the SUV, Mr. Brown begins to grab and pull on the right hip of Mr. Bauer. Mr. Brown appears to retrieve a black firearm from the right hip area of Mr. Bauer. Mr. Brown, at this point, holding the firearm with his left hand, started to run out of the enclosed parking area in the same direction that Mr. Nantambo exited. Cell phone video obtained from social media showed Mr. Brown with a firearm in his hand advancing toward Mr. Nantambo on the outside sidewalk. The video captures 2 shots which occur as Mr. Brown is within several feet of Mr. Nantambo. The video also captures Mr. Nantambo ducking after the first shot is heard. Now again, detectives spoke to Nantambo and he said, "We got in this verbal spat, this argument. Then Brown punches me and then other people start to hit me also." As he was exiting the building, he noticed Mr. Brown began to run toward him with a firearm in his hands. Mr. Nantambo stated Mr. Brown proceeded to shoot at him, possibly grazing him in the neck, placing him in fear for his life. As Mr. Brown advanced on Mr. Nantambo, they got into a struggle over the firearm and ended up on the ground. When police arrived, Mr. Brown walked away, concealing the firearm with a dark-colored garment. While officers directed their attention to Mr. Brown, Mr. Nantambo left the scene and went to Ventura Hospital to treat his injuries. We've got to be fair here, though. We talked about everything in the arrest report, what this victim, Mr. Nantambo, says happened, but we've got to tell both sides. So what does Antonio Brown have to say? Well, one day after the incident, he actually tweeted. So let's pull that up. He says, regarding the boxing event that happened last night, I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me, contrary to some video circulating. Police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story and then released me. I went home that night and was not arrested. I will be talking to my legal counsel and attorneys on pressing charges on the individuals that jumped me. I will keep you all posted step by step on the process. Thank you for the support and love. #AB, #84, and then a football emoji, because why not? Now, later he talked more about all of this, actually on Aiden Ross's stream. Here's some of what he said. He said, the CTE, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I blacked out, Aiden. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, one of them N-words. I don't know whether they was jumping or helping. I slammed that N-word again and kicked him with this stuff. Now that's odd to me, talking about CTE, because back in 2022, he talked about CTE also, and this was on the Full Send podcast. Here's what he said. CTE, you can't scan a person for CTE till they're dead, first off. So how are you going to say a player that's living in real time, who's putting up real stats, who's standing for real purposes, who's doing real things, got CTE?